Hello everybody, welcome to another Daily Digest video. And there we go, it took a little while for the game to pop up. I am Ross Merriam, and today I am back playing a little bit of Modern with a deck that is reminiscent of Fish, if you remember archetypes like that. Maybe not super fishy, but it's in that style. And the card that I really wanted to play with, because it's been a while, is Restoration Angel. This is a card that was part of Modern, it was a staple of Modern for a long time, and it has sort of fallen out. You see it occasionally. You see it paired with Kiki Jiki, maybe in some Jeskai builds, but not a lot of them. And this sort of blue-white style Restoration Angel Snapcaster deck was pretty big early in Modern, and I saw us doing well. It's got Meddling Mage, got Spell Queller, nice new addition, along with the usual suspects. So see if it can hold up years in the future. Opponent won the roll. They've kept 7. This hand is solid. I will keep as well. We'll get to play some Serum Visions early, path some of their stuff. Hopefully find a Snapcaster and resto it. Turn 1 Tectonic Edge. You don't see that one very often. Spell Queller is a nice draw there. No lands, though. I think I really need to draw lands here, so I'm going to bottom both of these, as sweet as they are. Turn 1 Tectonic Edge. Yeah, they're an Arbiter deck? Okay. Ugh, Thalia. So I definitely want to crack these Flooded Strands as quickly as possible. Get an island towards Cryptic here. And I think I want to path that Thalia. And then set up for Queller the next turn. Another Tech Edge. Okay, let's fire off this path. A little awkward that I'm giving them more colored mana, but what are you going to do? Okay, so they look to be mono white. I think this deck also plays Restoration Angel. Ugh. Yeah. That was not a great play by me. I probably should have just taken the 2 and waited until end step on that path. But hopefully I can ambush this Thalia with a Spell Queller. Well, can't do that anymore because of this Ajonjo Castle. So I guess I'll just take 2. Probably a 1-of in their deck. I'm just going to fire off this Spell Queller when I can, even though they don't have a Ghost Quarter. I just really want to use my mana in case I don't play another spell. And they have another Arbiter. On the bright side, this does let me path the Thalia and they can't get a land. So that's kind of cool. I am going to end up playing a 4th land this turn, letting them double Tech Edge me if they want. So I'm going to keep an eye out actually for some lands off this Serum Visions. Probably 1 more, because that'll let me get back up to 4 mana. And Moorland Haunt is a good one. So I think I'll keep both of these actually, and because I have a land drop left to make next turn, I'll leave the Dismember on top. Play our Colonnade, and I don't really want to trade 2 for 2 here. I'll start attacking next turn. Not sure what I'm going to name this Meddling Mage. Maybe Thalia Heretic Cathar? Okay, they're just using one tech edge. Maybe they don't know the trick. If you hold a priority with the tech edge, you can use two. Because the requirement that they have 4 lands is only to activate the ability, not for the ability to actually work. Jesus, a third Thalia. That's so many Thalias. Now I think I just want to get this Restoration Angel down. So let's just attack for 2. I imagine if my opponent had Path, they would have Pathed my Spellcaller on their turn, so... I might end up naming Path with this Meddling Mage, by the way, just because it's the card that threatens my position the most. Yeah, unfortunately, they're not going to walk into this Resto because they have to... Yeah, this doesn't work well for me because both triggers end up being on the stack at the same time, so they are not actually casting the spell when I have to declare a target for the Spellcaller coming back. So I will not blink. And now, maybe I'd probably just leave up Cryptic at this point. And I can actually just attack for 3. Get them to 15 and start making more. Oh no, we say Pat. I haven't had a creature die, have I? I had a creature land. That's where my head was. At this point, I might just start attacking for 5 and try to end the game in 3 turns. And I have Dismember Cryptic, so I feel pretty safe. Oh no, I can't even Cryptic. Ugh. Come on, get your head in the game, me. In that case, I'm going to dismember this Thalia. Yeah, should have played the Meddling Mage this turn and dismembered the Thalia, but okay, another land is fine. Now I'll just hold up Cryptic. And I think I'll slow down for a couple turns. I'll give them 1 extra turn because I've had to pay 4 life here, and we both have 3-turn clocks. I can just slow down, attack for 3 and 3, and then 5 and 5, and get it to where I start the race when I'm ahead by a turn with Cryptic. Seagate Wreckage. Well, they don't have colorless mana to activate that one because they've used their tech edges, so that's good. Man. So that is the 4th one. I could counter this, but I don't think I really need to. I have the 5th mana now, so. Okay. Well, we'll crack that on end step. Actually, might not even crack it at all. But now that they have a 3rd creature, this might just be a attack 4 times with Resto kind of thing. Or are they trying to draw a card? Yeah, you need colorless mana for that, buddy. But we're in pretty firm control of this game. Mirren Crusader. That one is interesting because I can't really block it. So I actually think I'm going to counter and draw. Counter target spell and draw a card. And another one. Okay, Resto is great though. So I am actually going to just attack the Spell Queller. Am I? No, I'll still attack with the rest of it, because if they draw a removal spell, I want them aiming it at the Queller. The remand is pretty bad, but they'll just be dead next turn. Okay, let's play this resto. Still no blink. And yeah. Okay, well that's basically how you draw it up. Our creatures play a little bit of defense, and you just mash them in the air with Restoration Angel. Our sideboard in this matchup is horrific. Dispel seems bad. Rejection is definitely bad. Cage has to be bad. Lone Missionary, like, trades for something and gains some life, but that's not really their game plan. They're not a super aggro deck. The thing is, our main deck is also just pretty good at the matchup. Remand isn't great, but it can do something on the early turns. We're a little weak to Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, but our opponent drew all four, and we were able to win through that, so how bad could it have been? I really hope I just get to sword them. Yeah, I'm just resubmitting the 60. We're on, yeah, 8 fetches. Okay, that's a good number for their arbiters, but got to be very aggressive with our fetches in this matchup. Oof. A one-lander is a little rough. I do have the Serum Visions to dig. My Meddling Mage would almost assuredly name Thalia or Lean and Arbiter if they don't cast one on turn 2. The issue is they can. But the rest of this hand is quite good. Like, I have some creatures. I have this Reflector Mage, which should be very good. I think I'm gonna keep this. It's risky, but turn 1 Ghost Quarter. Grafdigger's Cage. Well, we don't have that many snaps actually in this deck, so I'm pretty happy to see that, to be honest. I'm going to leave as many basics as I can in my deck because of Ghost Quarter and Path. And let's see our visions. And a bunch of lands is great. The question is whether or not I want this other visions. I think I do. Even if they have Thalia, we have a Path. So that's top. It'd be interesting if they lean an Arbiter here. Smuggler's Copter. Okay. So my plan now is just remand whatever they play here, and then probably Meddling Mage it. Oh yeah, remand Meddling Mage is a Mondo combo. Ooh. Yeah, we'll remand whatever creature they have here, Meddling Mage it plus Serum Visions, and then Reflector Mage plus Path on the next turn. Reflector Mage, whatever they play, then Path the Copter. Ooh. I didn't notice this one at first, but that is... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remand that. We are doing it. Blade Splicer. Maybe I just want to hold up Path now. Yeah. I think that's going to be better. Especially now that I have a second Path. I should have typed B to start this, and I shouldn't be using the click wheel. I'm just too excited. Blade Splicer. Oh, I hope they have a bunch of them. Yeah, especially now that they have this dead Blade Splicer, I don't want them to be able to loot it away with Copter. 3 unknowns in hand. Reflector Mage, Meddling Mage is also a combo. Okay, Thraben Inspector, that's not a bad one. As long as there's no Leonin Arbiter here. Sarah Avenger, also a good one. Crew is good. Path your thing. Oh, yeah. So they have 1 unknown in hand and 1 card they can't cast. We'll Reflector Mage this Sarah Avenger. And then Serum Visions to set up. Oh, yeah. I do think I want a 5th land so I can Mage plus click, but I don't think I want the 6th land, so we'll split that. And well, I assume we're getting tech edged here. They might even Ghost Quarter us. That's fine if they want to blow their Ghost Quarter. Oh no! They have Path. They're going to be able to recast Blade Splicer. Okay, well, good beats. So they cast Blade Splicer and Tech Edge us? Yeah. Okay, we'll get to name their Sarah Avenger. And I guess we can use... We could use Cryptic to just bounce the Golem. Man, not having that Tech Edge is actually kind of annoying here too, because I really want a Meddling Mage, but I can't Mage plus do anything else cool. But I think just tagging their Sarah Avenger, this Mage, is too good. Okay, did it? Sarah Avenger. That's what that card is, right? Okay, we're going to do a quick check. Yep. Okay. Can't attack with the Reflector Mage, so I guess I'll just pass. This Snapcaster is bad because of that cage, so I guess we'll just play the Snapcaster if we don't end up pathing, so that's actually fine because of the fact that this isn't going to do anything. Yeah, take 3. Oh man, they drew Resto. Oh no. That's a very good draw. Okay, now we're in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, maybe this was bad. I could have just clicked the Snapcaster away and held up path. Okay, what are we doing here? Their attack is about to be for 9. Um, hmm. Hmm. Tough turn. I could Cryptic, or it's Cryptic or Snare Visions plus Click, or Click plus Path. Click plus Path seems like the best, actually. Yeah, I like that the most. We'll Path the Resto, take 6, go to 8, get them to 15, and we're close to just crypticking them out. We'll want to path during their draw step. Or click during their draw step, sorry. Then they have that clue sitting there. Yeah, you can keep your Ajonjo Castle. Okay, so they bricked on the first draw. Let's see what the clue gets them. They'll still have 4 mana after it. Hopefully a Sarah Avenger. Don't know why they tap the Ghost Quarter. If they draw a Leonin Arbiter, they definitely want to Ghost Quarter me. And let's path this Resto. Okay. I feel okay now, as long as this card they've drawn is not great. I'll go to 8. Okay. I can safely crack this fetch at 7. They did not play a card, so that's good. Now let's Serum Visions. You're Remand, which is bad, and these cards are both bad. Okay. If I attack for 5 here, they go to 13. I go to 1, and then I can attack for at least 3, and they're 10. Definitely attacking there. This is going to be a tight one. I would really like to draw a Restoration Angel. Okay, they're 13. They certainly didn't draw another resto of themselves, or they would have tried to cast it. They must have just drawn a brick. No, is this a path? Path, I'm probably countering and bouncing a golem. Maybe they thought they were on their own turn. Okay, so that's another bad card. I think I'm just going to bounce a golem and draw a card anyway. Another Cryptic is great. No locks, I'll go to 4. What is their last card? Any creature they find they've got to play immediately. Leonin Arbiter would be pretty good. They get to strip mine me. I can still cast Cryptic through it, so not a huge deal. But we're getting close to taking control of this game. Okay. Now, I think once again I'm just on attack for 5, and then bounce the golem, draw a card. And if they try to ambush me with like a resto, I can counter bounce. Okay. What would they be thinking about here? If they have good cards, they're just going to cast them. I guess I'll block first. Okay. Bounce and draw a card. Ooh, baby. Ooh. Ugh. That is awkward. Sure. Trying to think if I can afford to cycle the remand here. It would essentially put me down a land because I only have one island left in my deck. And now, if I crack this fetch at all, then the Sarah, I think I just don't want to crack the fetch because I don't want to make the Sarah Avenger up. I don't want to make that a one-turn clock. Okay, well, Ghost Quarter is going to be strip mine anyway. This is getting awkward. Leave an Arbiter Path. So they did have Path. And they have enough mana that this remand still isn't relevant. So okay, still not Ghost Quartering. I guess they want to save it for a potential creature land. I don't have any creatures in my graveyard because they've all been pathed. Yep. So now, if I sword equip here and they take it, I am dead. Because I don't have a blocker for Avenger. I can only block 2 of these, and I take exactly 4. So I guess I have to just sword equip and pass. And then the question becomes whether or not I want to play the Moorland Haunt, and I can leave up Remand if I do that. Obviously, I would just leave up Plains Island. Be able to cycle this Remand, but then I potentially don't get value out of my Moorland Haunt, which I think is more valuable. There's no point in bluffing Path because if I were to draw it, then I'd clearly be using it on this Sarah Avenger. I guess there's no point in equipping here, actually. So best bet is to equip to the Snapcaster. I guess I could attack with this Snapcaster, actually. Because this blocks here then, and this blocks here, and I only take 2. So, yeah, let's attack with Snap. And if they want to either trade a Sarah Avenger, I'm pretty happy about that. And if they want to block, double block with, say, Leonin Arbiter and Thraben Inspector, probably Blade Splicer's better to blink with a Resto Angel. Oh, wow, yes. Now sure. Okay. Very happy that they Ghost Quartered there. None of these creatures are legendary, right? Okay. Yeah, let's attack the Snapcaster. Let's see what they do. Okay, yeah, we got the double block. So now we have a creature in our graveyard from Moorland Haunt, even though we can't activate it yet. But we do get to cycle this Remand if they draw any spell. Also, we can successfully remand Restoration Angel, so that is very nice. Sure, these are going to trade. Is there any point in me re-equipping the sword? I don't think so. I think I'd rather get to cycle this Remand. And again, if they draw Resto, remaining the Resto is huge. And now I get to, next turn, equip Reflector Mage and attack. And if they don't have a good block, unless they've drawn something good here, Path isn't even lethal. Because I have a blocker for this, I'd go to 1, and I can make it actually a 1/1 and equip it with Sword. So I'll be able to have a 3/3 to trade with the Avenger even after a Path. I feel pretty good at this point. Still not quite out of the woods. Come on. What do you got? Just a mopey creature is fine. Waiting for them to pay costs. Flicker with... Ugh. That's a good one. Well, we're definitely going to remand. That is a really good one. We have an answer to the Flicker Wisp and the Moorland Haunt token. But I guess... Oh, wow. They're... Oh, okay. They're trying to get aggressive. So you attack for 3. That's fine. I go to 1. But I have Moorland Haunt, so I'm not dead yet. Can't filter this land away, so 2 lands is not good. How... I guess I just sword up the Reflector Mage because it's the only one that matters to get sorted. And I can't attack with anything. Well, 2 bricks from me could leave us in an awkward spot. But if I get to trade away this Vanillion Click, then I have another Moorland Haunt token to make. Another good spell. That's fine, actually. I accept. Means I can't attack with this Reflector Mage unless I draw another creature. Let's make a token. And something good, please. Peak. That's a redraw. Something else good. Meddling Mage. What do I name with Meddling Mage? I don't want to name Resto Angel or Path. I guess I'll name Flicker Wisp. Yeah. Does this mean I can attack? Oh no, it means I'm not dead, so that's good. Yeah, let's name Flicker Wisp. I guess I should have moved the sword over to the Meddling Mage, actually. No, it's fine. Meddling Mage can block Splicer still. Misblocks Arbiter. So we are now in a very tentative spot, but something like our own Resto Angel would be great. Be able to blink Reflector Mage, bounce the Sarah Avenger, get in, like move the sword over to something, like the Spirit Token, get in for 3, and essentially have them dead the next turn. So Resto Angel is definitely the card we're looking for. The last Cryptic would also win just by tapping their team. So we got some good draws. And we've cut out some of our opponent's good draws. Close game. What did they... Their plays from here should be pretty straightforward. I guess if they've drawn a card that helps them win, they're considering what I could have as my card in hand. If they've drawn a path, they're thinking that's probably about it. Bad news. I would like them to brick. They've drawn Path, Flicker Wisp, Arbiter. Path, Arbiter, Flicker Wisp, Arbiter, something like that. And I've drawn 2 lands, peek into Meddling Mage. Alright, that Serum Visions put some lands on the bottom too. Okay, no play from them is nice. Maybe they've drawn a Resto. That also just... maybe they're trying to play it safe with the rest. Oh, yes. If they're trying to play it safe with the Resto, then maybe I should too. Well, Resto can't blink Sarah Avenger, so I think I just do things now. And then I'll just... I guess I still lose to a Resto if I attack with anything. Even if I don't attack with anything, then they can blink the rest. They can blink Flicker Wisp. Oh man, they did draw a Resto. Ugh. So they're gonna, if they want to flicker my, oh no, they're gonna flicker their own Sarah Avenger. Okay. So we're oh, they're flickering their own Blade Splicer. Okay. Well, I will blink Reflector Mage and blink your Flicker Wisp that you now can't cast. And I have 5 blockers for 5 attackers, so I can't do anything. And let's put this still back on this. Okay. We've matched Restos, so sort of back to where we started. They get to blow up my Moorland Haunt. Well, that is a thing. Okay, good draw, good draw. Path is a great draw. So we path Restoration Angel, and we get to attack with something. Definitely pathing the Resto. Let's make our resto big. I mean, we die to a removal spell here, but I think we need to just end the game. Okay, let's move the sword back over to the Reflector Mage and pass the turn. Fingers crossed. Come on. Yes! Ooh, that was a nice one. Any ground creature there isn't good for them because I can make even a creature in the air, like another Seraph Avenger, because they only have 2 flying blockers. I can move the sword over to the 1/1 token and get them that way. So we were in really good shape. They had very few outs. Whew, those are some nice games. The Meddling Mage synergies in that deck are really nice. I didn't see them all at first, so and I'm real happy I got to sword somebody. So we basically did everything. And we won the match. Everything's perfect. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back and see me on Wednesday. Bye.